CK Math Wiz. I'm back again with another video. So on this video, I just want us to solve a few problems. I'm just gonna post obviously the first problem, then I'm gonna jump to the second one. I have a lot of problems that I'll keep on showing you, but it is something that I want to make someone understand who's still in high school. Yeah, mostly those ones who are in high school, for example, when you're in grade 10, 11, and also if you're in grade 12. You know, if you solve problems the way I'm going to show you now, if you try by all means to teach yourself to solve problems this way, like you know a cube, right? A cube, when you open it, you'll see a net. Understand? So meaning that it tells you that, okay, fine, before I saw a cube, it was like this in the form of a net. Understand? So that's how I'm going to solve these problems. You can simply see even this one looks simple, but I'm going to complicate this for a reason. Understand? I'm going to complicate it for a reason so that I can show you what's really happening, where is it coming from. And now the main lesson you'll learn is that when you're solving these problems, algebraic problems, at some point you end up knowing that, okay, in this high school level, like grade 10, 11, and 12, we do not have mostly those questions, not those problems whereby we consider them as level 4 type of problems. They are level 4 type of problems. Why? Simply because they know you like shortcuts and all those things. Understand? That you are programmed to solve those basic problems. Understand? The way they told you. But how I'm going to show you, it's going to train your brain. Yes, you are not supposed to solve them up to the end where I'm going to end. There's a limit. I'll show you where the limit you are supposed to end here, then you continue. But let us not waste a lot of time. Let me show you what I'm talking about on the board. Look at this problem. This problem was x over 2 raised to an exponent of 3, which is equals to 125. Let me have a calculator with me so that I can, yeah. Now, I want you to look at this. This one here is x over 2 raised to an exponent of 3, which is equals to 125. Already, you are thinking that, okay, this is x over 2. I can distribute this 3 to x and distribute it to 2. Then when changing 125, I think it's 5 cubed. 125, 125, yeah. So someone obviously is thinking of, okay, here there's a cube, here I can change this to 5 cubed, then I cube root both sides, then I solve x, then I get 10. Simple as that. That's a high school level. That's you being quick, understand, in a high school level. Here, okay, it's fine. Someone will distribute here. If you distribute, you will get x cube over 2 cube, which is equals to 125. This is what, when you are breaking it down completely, x cube, 2 cube, which is equals to 125. Then this is x cube here. Obviously, if you have x cube, you can just remind yourself that there's 1 here. You cross multiply here. When you cross multiply, obviously you'll get your x cube, which is equals to your 125 multiplied by 8. Let's check. 125 multiplied by 8, of which we get 1,000. Now, once we get something like this, still, someone would, obviously, it's correct to say, use cube root here, you cube root here, you get your x as 10. Then you're done. That's your high school level. But remember, as I said, I'm breaking it fully. Now, you will see, can you see that you're going to get 10? If you you put cube root here, you'll get your 10. But let me show you something. Now, this is 1,000. So remember, if we have something like this, we turn this to this side. X cubed minus 1,000, which is equals to 0. And we can only do this if we see that this is cubed and this can be changed to cubed. But if we change this to cubed, we're going to have x cubed minus 10 cube, which is equals to 0. Then this now tells us that it's a difference of 2 cubes. Difference of 2 cubes. Then, if it's a difference of 2 cubes, what do? Open a small bracket, then we're going to have x minus 10. Then we open another long bracket, of which now we're going to think of a variable that we can multiply with this to get x cubed, which is going to be x squared. Then when we multiply these two and we use the opposite sign of this, which is plus, then 10 times this, it's 10x. Then we want to check, in order for us to get that minus, what is it that we must multiply with this? It's positive. Then 10 times what to get 10 cubed times 100, which is equals to 0. Now we have two brackets, which is the zero product rule now. So it's x minus 10 equals to 0, or this x cubed squared plus 10x plus 100, which is equals to 0. Then here, can you see, we get that x, which is equals to 10. The 10 that you should have got somewhere here, or even when you, somewhere there when you cube root there, you were going to get this 10. But this is another thing that is being left out, of which now it will lead us to complex numbers most of the time. If there's one here and this number is very big, then it's going to lead us to complex numbers. So we know once we get something like this, here we have obviously thinking of 10 times 10 or what, we can get 100. But as long as this one is this big and this is 1, then you know that you're supposed to use your quadratic formula. You jump from here, you write your quadratic formula. It's negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Do not think we are complicating it. We are not. We are not. It will help somewhere if you break it down in this manner. Now this is x squared plus 10x plus 100. So our b, it's going to be, our b is 10 plus minus 10 squared is 100 minus 4 times 100, it's 400. Can you see now? 2. Can you see already showing us that this is going to be a negative number there? So it's going to be negative 10 plus minus our square root of 100 minus 400, it's going to be 300 over 2. Then now this takes us to, with 300 we can say 10 multiplied by what? 300 we can, no, 300, ne? 310 root 3, ne? So remember, this is negative 300, not positive 300. So since it's like that, we're going to say now negative 10 plus or minus square root of 300 multiplied by square root of minus 1 over 2. Why? Because this one, we punch it in the calculator to give us an error. Ne? Now this is negative 10 that we have here. So since it's negative 10, this is going to be 10 root 3, right? Now it's negative 10. Okay, let me just do this. Let me just say negative 10 plus square root of 300 over 2. I want to see something. It's going to be negative 5. Okay, negative 5 plus 5 root 3, which is coming from that, then multiplied by square root of negative 1, we change it to I. Then this is going to be negative 5 plus 5 root 3i. Then we have more values. X is also equals to negative 5 plus 5 root 3i, or x, which is equals to negative 5 minus 5 root 3i. Can you see how many solutions we have? 1, we have 2, and 3 solutions in this problem. when you simplify this problem, when you solve this problem fully, you're gonna get 3 solutions. And most of the time, if you do not when you are practicing, remember, for caps, when you are answering this kind of a question, you must end here, square root here, then solve. Do not go here, because it will lead you to complex numbers. But now, most of the time, when you are practicing, you do this and understand the fact that for caps you must end here, then for your own practice you must go to your complex numbers when solving this kind of problem. Most of the time you will see it helps with level 4 type of questions, because you'll see I'll keep on showing you more examples of these kinds of problems. When you simplify them or factorize or solve them fully, it helps big time. Because remember, here we are balancing caps as well as our advanced algebra. So when we are doing that, it will help us a lot. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I hope you're going to like the video, subscribe, and comment if there's something you want to raise from the problem I just solved here. I'm still gonna share a lot of these kinds of problems. Thank you so much.